Hi everyone, a warm welcome to today's session. I'm Dr. Irfan K, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Srinaran Guru Open University. Today we're gonna have a look at the first unit in Block 5 of Introduction to Literature, Sir Roger at the Assizes by Joseph Addison. In order to understand this essay, we have to go back to the history of periodical essays. We need to have some background information about periodical essays. The 18th century is renowned for the emergence and development of two literary genres, novels and periodical essays. Henry Fielding is known as the father of English novels. The emergence of periodical essays is associated with Richard Steele. Periodical essays, according to Samuel Johnson, circulate general knowledge suited for the public sphere. It is believed that periodical essays were initiated by Steele on April 12, 1705, with the launching of the Tatler. Many writers like Dr. Johnson, Alexander Pope, and Oliver Goldsmith followed the same convention of periodical essays. There were many historical reasons behind the success of periodical essays in the 18th century. The genre was successful because it had close affinity with the spirit of the time. Some of the reasons behind this success were its light content, brevity, and popular and commonsensical ideas. Joseph Addison, a close friend of Steele, made his initial contribution to the Tatler on May 26. Out of a total 271 essays published in the Tatler, 188 essays were the contributions of the Steele and 24 were written by Addison. Among these essays, 36 essays were written by both Addison and Steele. As Steele abruptly put an end to the release of the Tatler on January 2, 1711, within the time span of 2 months, that Spectator made its beginning. The reason for the popularity of the Spectator was that it was an unavoidable recording of manners, thoughts, and morals of the English society of the time. Its political neutrality, inclusion of trade matters, and humorous and elegant style made it popular in English society of the time. When the Tatler was released 3 times in a week, the Spectator was released daily. Coming to the essay, Sir Roger at the Assizes. Sir Roger at the Assizes is a satirical essay by Joseph Addison. Though Sir Roger is respected by everyone in the society, Addison depicts him with a mild satire. As in all anecdotes on Sir Roger at the Assizes also presents the imaginary character of Sir Roger as an eccentric knight. The narrator is a friend of Sir Roger who deliberates on various events in the life of Sir Roger with a tinge of humor. The dictum in the very beginning of the essay, a man's first care should be to avoid the reproaches of his own heart, is next to escape the censures of the world, foreshadows the character of Sir Roger. This statement that a man enjoys peaceful mind only if he is endearing to himself and gets approval from others is typical of Sir Roger. The humorous and satirical approach of Addison is distinctive in his depiction of characters like Will Wimple and Yeoman. The representation of Yeoman begins with a humorous introduction of the character. He could have been a good individual if he had not killed birds in large amounts. The farmer is a real representative of an ordinary English man of Addison's time. Tom Tetty is a notorious character as he takes legal measures against everyone in the country. 2 men in his locale are prosecuted for silly matters. Though he belongs to a rich family, he squandered most of his wealth for these legal actions to the extent of ruining the family wealth. The humorous shade of Sir Roger's character is showcased in an event where Tom Touchy and Will Wimple argue over fishing in the river. Their argument, as well as the fight, constitute a stark criticism against English society of the 18th century. It was customary to mess up on trivial matters. In order to please both characters, Sir Roger takes a balanced approach, stating that much might be said on both sides. Another brilliant satire and irony employed in the essay is in connection with the court session. Though Sir Roger and his companions arrive at the court sessions very late, Sir Roger delivers a short, insignificant speech which makes people gather around him to lavish praise on him. Sir Roger is a character who always tries to conform to social norms and conventions. This leads him to deliver an inappropriate speech only to impress the narrator. The final paragraph of the essay, Addison outwits his narrative with his satirical and ironical overtones. On their way back home, as they stop at an inn, when Sir Roger comes across his own portrait there, his suggestion of altering the portrait is humorously presented. To the query of Sir Roger whether the altered painting resembles him, Addison uses mimicry and irony together in the response of the narrator, stating much might be said on both sides. This is all about the history of periodical essays and Joseph Addison's essay, Sir Rogers at the Assizes. For more details, you can go for SLM Learners Portal and LDesk. We will meet again with new videos. Thank you so much.